Hey, what's up, guys? We are here in Queretaro at the Exocolo. First order of business is to find some coffee. It's a holiday here. Christopher Columbus Day, also a holiday in America. Don't think it's celebrated much in America anymore, but it's celebrated here. United States, I mean. Just a habit I say America because that's what they say in Asia. If you're from USA, oh, you're from America. I hang out in Asia a lot, but I know it's not trying to say, just a habit of. As you say USA, they don't know what that is. Everybody says America. It's called Queretaro. All right, we're gonna find some coffee here, and I got a bag. I got some laundry in my backpack too. I gotta go to the laundry shop. I'm gonna be streaming all day today, probably. Maybe go to Hooters later. We're gonna walk around. I don't got the gimbal going right now, but you can't use it all day anyways. Maybe I should use it right now. Actually, probably just go up here and get a coffee, one of these cafes up here. Looks like we got pretty good internet in Queretaro. No issues like we had in Mexico City. Yeah, it's gonna be low 80s, a high, really sunny. You look on Google, you check the weather, it says it's gonna be rainy today. That weather information is not very accurate. Sometimes it might just rain for like 30 minutes, but it's got a weather forecast of rain. So I don't even see any clouds in the sky. Maybe it will rain later, but I'm not too worried about it. I gotta find a better weather app. It does seem a little paranoid about COVID. No, actually, not a lot of people not wearing masks. I mean, there's a lot of people not wearing masks here, but it's pretty much everywhere I've been except for Playa del Carmen. There's COVID stuff was okay, we're looking for a little coffee shop. This province is level 2. Mexico government has a rating per province, with 1 to 4 based on the pandemic. So this is a level 2 province. Mexico City was level 3. Oaxaca was level 2. Quintana Roo was level 3 too, but that's where Playa del Carmen is. That was actually the least amount of people taking measures. I think these are mostly bars. We need to find a coffee shop. I put some sunscreen on my face. Sun's gonna be pretty intense. I'm gonna be out in a lot today. What is this? Nope, it's an ice cream store. Cool, Ernest. Nico, sure, yeah, but Well, I just got here last night, and I don't really know this city. I got to explore it. That's what we're going to be doing today. It does seem a little sleepy here. It's kind of like a Sunday right now, but I think this area gets going a little more in the evening. Everybody's at work right now. I haven't really seen many tourists at all, American or Canadian, since I've been here. The only, a lot of Mexican tourists, Mexicans tourists in their own country, just like Americans go tourists in their own country. But even in Playa del Carmen, I didn't really seem to see that many Americans. Okay, here's a little coffee shop. Are they closed or? Might be closed. Siesta time, maybe. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm sure there's plenty of coffee shops in this town. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay in Mexico. One reason I wanted to stay here longer was Day of the Dead. But from what I heard, Mexico City, it's like a virtual Day of the Dead now. That's a major celebration, so that might not happen. Maybe it'll happen in some small towns and stuff, maybe some small cities. But yeah, I'm getting a little tired of traveling, moving around, living in hotels. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay. I might stay for a while, but visit a few towns. But maybe I just need some coffee. Try to walk in the shade. Yeah, I have unlimited data. Limited data Wi-Fi. That's the only way you can stream is limited data, because I've used up like 150 gigabytes. So if you don't have unlimited, unless you're just doing 30-minute streams or something in your room a couple times a week, forget about streaming. Okay, here's a Cafecito. V60. It's like might have a place here. A lot of these coffee shops are very little. I like a little bit of space because I'm talking a lot. I don't want to annoy everybody talking to the live stream. Let's see what we have here. These. Hey, little schnauzer. Hey, little schnauzer. Hola.
Hola.
Buenas tardes. Me gustaría americano grande.
Ajá.
Por aquí. Y es dulce o chocolate.
Este es pan de muerto,
Sí.
y rol de canela. Es de canela, de nuez, y este es de frutita.
Frutita. Oh, okay.
Es un fruto que se llama higo.
Okay, let me try this one. This one.
¿Este?
Yeah.
De nuez.
Y también agua mineral tenés.
Tengo agua quina.
¿Cómo?
Agua quina.
Okay.
Sí.
Y un poco leche para, para separado.
Sí,
Separado,
cortado.
sí. Sí. Ah, no, no, sí,
Sí, aparte, ¿no?
cuatro.
Pásame la cuenta.
Guys, I'll read your comments while I'm sitting down. I can't really see them now.
Vamos a poner un americano grande y leche aparte. Y una agua tónica.
There's where the dog hangs out. Little dog.
Do you want this?
Huh?
Like this?
Okay. It's tonic water? Tonica?
Tónica.
Oh, no tonica, solo agua. Actually, tonic water is good. That's good for anti. Yeah, tonic water. Okay, sorry. Yeah, okay.
I don't have water, sorry.
Okay.
No me olvido.
I seating upstairs.
I'm going to change the...
Oh, okay, sure. And we got our own private little loft up here. Pretty cool little coffee shop. Got some tonic water. That's good for anti-COVID. Yeah, okay. Can't really function without some coffee. Yeah, it's pretty hot and sunny right now. It's gonna be difficult to walk around all day in the sun. Nice to have a little bit of cloud cover. Oh, it's strong tonic water. Okay, dudes. Yeah, put a lot of sun lotion on. Oh, very good. Stressy. Big cup of coffee here. I put a whole bunch on my nose. That's where I put the most on. And just the back of my neck, pretty much. That's about it. The one live stream yesterday got copyrighted blocked. I was in the bar, some Spanish music, they blocked it completely from YouTube. There's nothing I could do about that. Yesterday I didn't sleep much. I mean, previous night, and I traveled, live streamed all day. Kind of feel out of today. See if this coffee helps. No, I just had 3 beers yesterday. Maybe I should take it easy today. We got a dessert too. They put the dessert in the microwave. That's something they do, like a lot in Asia. I just like it straight up, like the croissant. 71 pesos for tonic water, coffee, and a dessert. My hotel is pretty nice. It's like the ceilings are like 15 feet. That's the way they did the old architecture is. Really beautiful place. I mean, the building probably dates back to like the 1600s, 1700s maybe. I don't know, they got different kinds of art here. You've been everywhere else? Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I've been all over Mexico. Some places twice. I've not been really in the north, anywhere in the north, but north's not very populated that much anyways. A lot of desert outside of the border towns, but and some of the northern provinces also, like Durango or Torreon. Not real safe right now either, some of those provinces. But I've not been to Veracruz yet. That's about the only major province I've not been to. Not been in really a lot of the beach towns, Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, Puerto Escondido. Been in none of those places, Los Cabos, all the ones on the Pacific coast. Have been to Acapulco, but I didn't really like Acapulco. I haven't been to Cabo San Lucas. Cabo could tell you all about that place. That's one of his favorite places. I just gotta get some coffee, then I'll feel better. That's a lot of times I start my day streaming with some coffee because I feel you just feel like a zombie until you have some coffee. I gotta get something sweet with it too. I need some sugar. What's going on here with the dessert? I think he's probably waiting for the change. I gave her 500 pesos. She's looking for change. Probably bring it both up. YouTube pays 70% super chats. They pay 50%, 55 ad revenue. When you make a video, you get ads, 55%. Super chats, you actually get 70. Also channel memberships. Like, you know, live streaming, there's no ad revenue. So like the only way a live streamer can support himself is with super chats. If he's just gonna spend all his time live streaming, if he's not making videos and vlogs, then his only income source is super chats and channel memberships. If there are no super chats, nobody will be able to live stream on YouTube. That's the model revenue, the revenue model. Now Twitch, that's a live streaming platform. They have their own like you join their channel and you have to pay a certain amount a month to join their channel. They have their own stream, but yeah, nobody's gonna stream 10 hours a day every day, travel all around the world and spend travel expenses. If there's not some kind of income stream coming in. Oh, you're an e-beggar. Oh, yeah, I'm spending $2,000 a month. I'm out 10 hours a day, walking in the heat, sun. That's how like that pays my expenses. If I make a little profit, that's good. Also, some people use PayPal and stuff for links, but TTS, yeah. But I've been doing pretty good making money on this Mexican trip. Pay my expenses, and I'm getting a little bit tired, but you just need some coffee here. Yeah, try walking all day when it's super sunny, like in the 80s, just in the 80s. Try walking all day in the sun, you'll get sunburned. I have to be outside to walk around when I stream though. That's what it is today. It's very sunny and hot. Let me go get my dessert here. What's going on with dessert? Like a cinnamon roll, very hot. It's been in the toaster oven for a while. Yeah, he's got a little. This is where he lives. That little dog. Nigerian. I don't know why. Why he made so little. It's about 70% for me. Sometimes if you got like a lot of Aussie dollars, like if you get 100 Aussie dollars super chat, Aussie's only worth like 70, 60 American dollars, and then subtract 30%. So 100 Aussie dollars is like basically you get like $45, $40. If you look on YouTube, Google, it's 70%. I don't know why yours would be less. And maybe add some chargebacks. Yeah, if you got a smaller audience, I mean, if you have to stream all day to make $50, 12 hours, that's not. Like I'm fortunate I got a bigger audience, pretty big audience, but I have days where I stream, maybe 7-8 hours. I make $30 that day, all day, But then I have other days that huge days, so it kind of balances out. But if you just have 50 people in the chat most of the time, it can be hard to make any kind of money. If you have to stream that day, you have to basically commit your whole life to 12 hours a day just to make 30 bucks. You might want to reconsider, live streaming. In my opinion, you could probably live off that in Thailand, 30, 40 bucks, but you got to do it 12 hours straight having a camera on you. That's no fun. Like I, for me, I enjoy streaming, but I don't do it 10, 12 hours a day. I do maybe average 6, 7 hours, 6, 7 hours per day. Also, I financially benefit from it. You gotta have a bigger audience to be able to make any kind of money off streaming. Now the live stream thing, YouTube's not really a live stream platform. It's more about videos. So the live stream was kind of just YouTube had all these things for a way of vloggers and stuff to connect with their viewers, and so there's more like a way, like there's people who they have a big channel. Like there's guys like Tim K in the Philippines. He just live streams once a week. But when he does, because he has such a big, strong following, he gets like 1,500 people in the chat. He gets like $1,000 in super chats every time. He just does it once a week. If he started doing it every day, a lot of people wouldn't tune in, and it would kind of balance out. So, but it was another way for YouTubers to kind of like connect with their followers, and another revenue model potentially. But there's not many people doing these day after day, 10, 12-hour streaming that we do. You do more than me, but you do more intense streaming than I do, or longer streaming. Yeah, people look at live streaming like there's big money in live streaming. It's not. Even if you got like a decent sized following like mine. It's the day that they had a huge amount of super chats. That's what sticks with them. Oh, he's making a huge amount of money. It's like he had $100 and $50 and. But in reality, like, it's, I'm not making a bank, and I got a pretty big following as far as live streaming goes. Most of the IP2 guys are only getting 300 people, the big ones. They're not getting 1,000 people anymore. Even Ice Poseidon's only getting 1,500. He used to get 20,000 people in his chat. So maybe the live streaming is dying out in general on YouTube, or who knows what, but it's not a big money maker. If you like doing it, and you want to supplement your. I think it's better to make vlogs, build up a vlogging channel, then do some live streaming on the side. But this last year, we've become sort of like an established live streamer. I mean, John's doing pretty good. He's starting his live streaming career, but he gets 100 people in the chat, and he might get $10 in one day in his super chats. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of money in live streaming, really. And I probably do as good as anybody. I do the best, So like, vlogging is all about you got to pick up with the algorithm. Harold Balder. I mean, I use as an example. He's a guy I studied, and learned a lot from. He started a year before me in early 2016, and it took him a year just to get like a couple thousand subscribers of vlogs. And he made a video like, remember, because I was just starting my channel, like how much money I made on YouTube. He made his first 1,000. It took him like a year, just from the ad revenue. But then his channel took off like late 2016, early 2017. He had some vlogs in Thailand that went super viral. Like one, the waterfall, a lady was falling down the waterfall. She had big in the thumbnail, and I got 10 million views. And ever since then, the channel took off. So sometimes you need just one or two videos to kind of really take off to put you on the map with YouTube. Oh, it was somewhere up north, like Chiang Mai. That was his first. He had a couple of videos that was the big one. 10 million views is a lot of views on YouTube. Even Mark Weens has very few videos maybe only a few with 10 million views. And it was just like a 25-minute motorbike vlog, but he was in a waterfall, and there's backpackers and tourists. A lady with big gazangas going down the waterfall, just like a 5-second shot. It was also the thumbnail that got the 10 million views. I think a lot of people were watching that shot over and over. Yeah, you gotta get on the map. But he was making quality videos, so they kicked in with people that wanted to see Thailand and just, you know, travel vloggers. Yeah, clickbait girlfriend would be good. But that worked pretty good for David Bond. When I met him, he had like 40,000 subs. Now he's got 500,000. But when I met him, it was really before Nicky was in a lot of his videos. He just had a lot of like travel and pickup videos over like 4 years. And then not long after I met him, Nicky started appearing in all of his videos. And then he shot up to like hundreds of thousands of subs. Same thing with Lost LeBlanc, holistic trainer. But if you're looking to find a girlfriend just because, wow, she's got nice assets for YouTube, then you become kind of materialistic, in my opinion. It's like, you might like a lady, but maybe she won't be good for my YouTube thumbnails. You know? That's falling down a wrong trap. The wrong way of thinking, in my opinion. Yeah, it's kind of hard interacting with people here in Mexico, like meeting people. There's not many Americans here. In Pattaya, we had a lot of that because there was like a big community. A lot of people knew me in Pattaya. A lot of stream snipers, so we had a pretty good show. I mean, I was getting 800-900 people in Pattaya on my streams sometimes. You know, a normal stream would be like just be walking down the street, some random street, 3rd Avenue, 3rd Road, would be like 400 or 500 people. That'd be on the low side. Maybe like 300 if I was just drinking coffee. But it would be anywhere from like 300 to like 800. In Pattaya, we had a good show going. I had a good show going there. But I'm doing travel streaming now. You guys are just seeing different cities, and I have to walk and take buses and go different places, and it's not always the most exciting. Actually, FBI guy was only in 1 or 2 of my streams. I tried to get him to hang out, and he was never available. But I wasn't streaming much when Chuck was streaming. So like, I started streaming after Chuck stopped, and I was making vlogs back then. And Chuck wasn't even around when I was streaming. I was talking about like, there's hundreds of people that were in my streams during that 4-month period. You know, CX Bar, Dynamite, Toronto Skyscraper, Mana, Louis Cabo. I was singing with Louis Cabo for weeks. There was other streamers like Bar Finds, Pattaya Street Cruiser. There was, you know, extreme snipers like Costanza. You know, there was just hundreds of people. It was like, and then every day was like a different show. That's what good live streaming is about. It's like a social thing. It's not just the host, you know, rambling his mouth off for hours. It's pretty much the way my stream's been lately. But in Oaxaca, we met Jonathan and Beyond Brian, and Playa del Carmen. We met a few people, but yeah, but Chuck showed me the way, this format. He was streaming like 12 hours a day, every day. You know, Chuck was only making $800-900 bucks. You know, he showed me how much he made in the fall, like July or something. Or he streamed like 10-12 hours, kind of like what Ben Newton's going through now. You know, he streamed 12 hours a day and putting on a good show. You know, like he had the doctor on. You know, he had different guests. He had the doctor taking health issues all night for hours and hours. Dr. Ken. He did a lot of different things. I think if he had stuck with it, he could have gotten to where he was making a decent income, maybe a couple grand a month. But, you know, she was living cheap. He was living an ultra budget lifestyle, but that's still a bust in your ass, 10-12 hours a day, like he was doing, to make that. I mean, I stream 7 hours a day, and I make pretty good money. I'm the lucky one, you know, one of the lucky ones, but one of a few, you know, out there. Yeah, Sean in Wonderland was frequent guest to my vlogs. There's my live streams. There's many, but like I said, a lot like Pattaya is like the perfect Truman Show type of world to have, especially if a lot of people know you. You have a lot of friends and acquaintances and hangout spots. It's like the perfect Truman Show type of world to just have this day after day show. A big mega city is not so great because everything's so spread out, and it'd be hard for people to come meet up with you. Or I think a live streaming show in Tokyo might not be so bad. That's one place I'd like to try out, like live streaming for a while. I think I could do the same thing in Japan, what I did in Thailand, as far as live streaming. Because there's some great bars. There's some great bars in Japan. There's a good social thing going on, especially among the expats. The expats are very sociable with other expats, and you have a lot of stream snipers, a lot of urban exploring. But then I guess see this guy, what's his name, Tokyo Drew. He's been there for years, streaming. He only gets 70 people in the chat. Pattaya seems like it's fine now. I mean, Ben, you were in Pattaya like you were going through hell or something. You were in this little room, and your room was a disaster, completely, and it was locked down there too. It's not locked down. Nobody's even wearing masks. I mean, it's slow, but there's stuff going on. You can go hang out with other streamers. You go to Soy Chai Poon, hang out with Tom, or hang out with Nick, hang out with Josh, hang out with an Hacienda bar. You could go to CX bar or Smile bar. There's Walking Street. There's beach. There's you can try to meet up with other people like FBI guy or maybe a boy fly. There's plenty to do in Pattaya. It's slow right now, but he's been riding the trains like east side stuff, and basically in the sticks. Like nothing really much happening there. It seems like. Oh yeah, only in Japan. Yeah, but only in Japan. He was like a vlogger. He had some great informational videos about Japan. So he had hundreds of thousands of subs, and he switched to doing more live streams. He gets like 1,000, but I think he's getting less than what he used to. He used to get 1,000, now he gets like 600 or something. Pattaya is financially on its knees. Well, any place around the world that's based on tourism is probably much the same. I mean, Pattaya is basically 100% based off tourism, and also there's an expat population. So the only thing that's kind of kept Pattaya going, even to a little bit extent, is the expat population. And there's some people that got stuck there and just decided to stay. They've been staying there for the last 6-7 months, but they're doing better than Phuket, because Phuket's like fewer expats and just straight tourism, But Pattaya has like no, the factories and the offices and stuff. That's all in other cities, like in Sriracha and Chonburi. Pattaya itself, there's nothing but tourism. That's the only industry. Yeah, that's a ripoff. I mean, there are hotels in Thailand for $15 a night, nice ones, on average across. They're charging you $200 per night. That's just like, if I was to go quarantine and pay $200 a night, plus there's going to be other expenses. That's a big chunk of my savings. That's just it's just taking the piss out of people. I mean, okay, maybe $40. There's like beautiful hotels are 40, 50 per night. 200 is even more expensive than America, which has the most expensive hotels. That's like ultra luxury hotel for Thailand, $200 per night, and that's where you have to quarantine. You can't quarantine a $40 per night hotel. It's only a 200 per night. You got to spend $3,000 in 2 weeks. There were times I used to go vacation in Thailand. I mean, I had like $1,500 to my name. I mean, I've had a great time for a month. I stay in a apartment for $200 per night. I mean, $200 per month. Yeah, I used to go on vacation. My whole apartment for a whole month was $200 in Pattaya, off of Soy Bukkao, and they want you to pay that per night, just to quarantine. And then that's you start your vacation, you're quarantined, you're locked up in a room for 2 weeks. That's after they tested you a million times, and so who knows what's gonna happen, but. I mean, if I was worth $1 million, yeah, maybe I could go quarantine for. If I was that desperate to get back to Thailand, I could, I could put up with all that stuff. But a normal person, $3,000 is a lot of money. It's probably more. You got your flight, you got other expenses too. So it's probably, I mean, just to try to get back into Thailand, it's probably gonna cost $5,000. That's even before you even started your vacation or your trip or your holiday or anything. But they don't even have flights going on, so it's kind of just wait till they open the airports up and before you can really worry about Thailand, guys. The airports aren't even open up yet. There's no flights. I've never been an English teacher. I never wanted to be an English teacher. It's a very common job in Japan and Thailand. Japan's talking like they're going to open for the Olympics, because they have the Olympics 2021, where they're hoping. This is supposed to be in 2020, the Tokyo Olympics. But like they're going to open up in like April or something. It's like, and they're going to track you with your phone, and it's like. And it's just I don't know what. So I don't really have any high hopes for any Asian country. My next adventure might just be going down to Brazil. I think. Here we're just doing some live streaming. The reason I, really want to do some live streaming here was because I have the internet. I have good internet here with my smart card plan. Brazil, you might not have good internet to stream. But I think Brazil would be a good place for vlogs, for videos. Anyways, I'm gonna take my laptop, gonna take my expensive camera, lenses. We have all the gear, make some, get an apartment in Rio, and do that maybe for 3 months. They even canceled a carnival in Rio now. That's like. That's in March. That's a long ways away. Why they have to cancel it? I was planning on doing a lot of live streaming, and I also testing a system where I could edit videos on a phone. And it's possible to do, but it's not very enjoyable at all. We don't want to edit videos on a little phone. I think it'll just crap your style and try to make. It's like imagine you got a big canvas to paint, and then all of a sudden you give the guy like a little thing and try to paint the same picture or close facsimile of the same picture. He's not going to enjoy painting that picture. I mean, he might try and make it look close, but yeah, most of the travel vloggers, they're all like, they all know each other. Like we all learn from each other and kind of copy and see what this guy's doing. There's not that many like travel vloggers with over 100,000 subs, especially independent guys and like that lived in Pattaya, both lived in Pattaya and stuff. And you know, there's some like couple like family type tourist travelers and stuff, but you know, they go to Disney World and stuff and make videos. But kind of guys that single man's travel type of travelers, digital nomads. There's not that many. You know, there's David Bond. There's Lost LeBlanc. There's you know, Simon and Bald Bankrupt, Balder. You know, but there's just not that many. Me, there's maybe 30 out there, you know, altogether. Well, the editing process is a big part of the creative process. So unless, you know, there is I'm not talking about food channels. There's a lot of big travel food channels, but there's that guy in Vietnam. He's got like 8 employees. He's got 5 million subs, but all he does is just walk around. He's the star of the show, the food show. But he has people filming him. He's got 2 camera guys. He's got editors. And he puts up a great show. But if you like editing and it's part of your creative process of how you make videos, you know, there's a lot of creativity in editing, more so than actually filming. You know, then you're gonna lose that if you pay somebody to edit your videos. I got allergy kind of nose. Allergies. Something. Sneeze in my shirt. That's why I did it for all this mask business. I just pull my shirt up and sneeze in my shirt, or cough in my shirt. Where is my mask? Oh, it's on the table. No, it's just allergies. I've always had little allergies. I need to make some videos in Mexico before I leave, for like Big World, my old channel. I don't want to edit them on my little phone. I want to shoot in higher like quality anyways. But I got 2 SD cards, so what I can do is just shoot on my camera some footage. I can shoot about 2 hours worth of footage, of 4K 60p or 10-bit 422, you know, incredible footage. And then just put the videos when I get back home and edit my laptop. So I could just live stream now and just go around and capture a little bit of footage with my camera. And then make like maybe 4 or 5 nice videos in Mexico on my old channel, Big World. More like scenery type videos, but I put up 5 vlogs on this channel from this trip already, mostly from Oaxaca, all from Oaxaca, but they only got like 2,000 views. But this on this channel. And I put up like 6 food videos and stuff, walk around videos on Big Food TV. Those are only getting like 400 views. But the big channel can still get like, you know, 10, 20,000 views without even the video going viral, just from the subs. Doesn't always do that, but it can. And then it keeps getting views long term. Like my videos in Colombia for March are still getting views. That was over 6 months ago. The food channel is a long-term project. I just post a few videos here and there because I used to post those food videos on my old channel, and most people on that channel don't want to see food videos. You know? I post some street food action on you know, the original Cheap Charlie Chronicles for Big World now, and there was one that got 500,000 subs, a Thai guy, or views, 500,000 views. The rest got like, you know, 20,000, 10,000, which at the time for my channel was low, you know, or even 5,000 views. Yeah, Mexico is a great place to start a food channel. Probably one of the best. There's a great variety of street food here. It's not just all tacos either. It's like, that's one of the more common things, but Great place to start a food channel. There's a lot of things in Mexican cuisine people don't really know about, like moles and stuff. And like we had in Oaxaca. And it's a very diverse cuisine. But like most Americans, never even had mole. I never had mole until this trip. You know. Because it's not, mole is not part of the Tex-Mex cuisine that we're familiar with in America. You know, burritos and tacos and fajitas and all that kind of stuff. That's called Tex-Mex. Guacamole. And that's also, you know, they got guacamole down here too, and fajitas and stuff. But they have many different things down here. I want to try a barbacoa restaurant. It's roast lamb, like lamb roasted all day. I passed by like 10 barbacoa restaurants in a row. There's like one after the other coming here to Queretaro. So I gotta find one here. It's pretty good coffee. There was some live streaming going on in LA last night. Wander was live because Lakers won the basketball championship. So you have people out in the streets in Los Angeles celebrating a little bit, not much, but it didn't seem like people were celebrating that much. But there were some. Yeah, Kev TV was live, and then this guy called SJC was saying he was gonna go, and there's a drama going on, but I think it was all like fake. Something was going on between Kev TV and SJC. Yeah, cooked in pits. That's what I mean. It's mostly lamb. It's lamb cooked in pits. So it's like, you know, that stuff's got to be amazing. All right, we gotta go to the laundromat. I drop my clothes off at the laundry. Here, well, in Mexico they do the laundry for you. It's like they charge you about $2. They've been charging me about $2 for my little bag of laundry. You just drop it off and they weigh it in a scale. You can pick it up the next day. So I got my laundry in my bag there. Yeah, it's kind of a shame what's happening in Asia, especially Thailand, you know, because there's so many people that dependent on foreigners for the economy. There's people who are married to foreigners, or they have families, they have businesses, but you know, there are 40 million tourists per year that visit that country, you know, and not too developed country, not, you know, a lot of those people, they spend a lot of money, you know, they go there and they spend a lot of money. And all that's just been wiped away, all that, 12% of the economy. They say it's around 10%, 12%, but that's just the official figures, you know, statistics, you know, when you factor in a lot of the cash handouts and payments, and, I think it doesn't factor in a lot of the cash economy. There's a lot of foreigners, they just draw money out of their ATM. Or they bring lots of money with them, they bring like thousands of dollars, they bring 5,000 in their money belt, and then they change it. A lot of foreigners just do that because the exchange rates are very, very competitive. You only lose like 0.3% of your money when you exchange money in Thailand. So people just bring like wads of cash, and there's no way they can really account for that. How much money comes into the economy? A lot of it goes into the hands of just everyday people in Thailand. You know, it doesn't go in the hands of big corporations. So there's got to be a lot of people really hurt in Thailand, and they just keep stuff closed down for years. You know. Just because, and nobody's even getting sick in Thailand. There's no COVID. There hasn't been any COVID in Thailand. And it's not just Thailand doing that. Many countries are doing that, but Philippines. But Thailand in particular is very dependent on foreigners and tourism for money, for income. Yeah, people, people can lose their lives because they don't have access to money, because they're not eating very good food, malnourished, they're not hospital care. They're living in a shack because they can't afford a little bit of a nicer house, and they're susceptible to they can't fix. There's the place is flooding. They can't fix it because of flood. They don't have the money to buy basic tools and fix or hire somebody to come in. And they're just it's like money is life. It's like if you don't have money, you don't live. You can't buy food to eat. So. But Thailand is pretty resourceful. Like especially in a lot of the countryside and stuff, they can live for almost like basically at nothing. Like the original lifestyle of the people in the country. A lot of people they have their own home, even if it's a simple wooden structure. They have their family, their home. They're part of a family unit. There's a lot of living off the land. There's a even if they don't have their own farm, like you know, well, most people do have farms or a farm to go back to. Like in East Time, they pretty much live. They can live for off of nothing. Like if they have a piece of land, there's fruit trees and there's they eat rice, which is very cheap. If they don't grow the rice, maybe they grow other fruits or vegetables, and they can sell that in the market in exchange for rice. I mean, they even forage off the land, like a lot of vegetables. They just grow like the morning glory. It's called swamp cabbage. It just grows wild everywhere. You can just pour morning glory. You catch frogs, all that kind of stuff. You can raise insects. It's very easy to grow insects, and so they as far as eating and like living, they can do pretty easily, but they have no money for anything else. If a medical care situation happens, they have to go. There's cheap hospitals that cost $1. It's more like some other countries like Colombia and the Philippines, where you have this. You have more of an urban underclass that they don't really have a place to go to. Even the people that live in the country, they're also like, they're kind of. There's a landowner that kind of controls everything, and they're kind of subjected. They're like serfs, kind of, in the Philippines and some Latin American countries. Those are the people and those are the people that gravitate towards tourism in urban areas for jobs and stuff. That might not exist now. But a lot of Thailand, the people that work like in places like Pattaya, Bangkok, Phuket, they're all from somewhere else. There is in Bangkok, there is a large urban population of people who are born there and they live there. Their families live their whole lives. But most of those people are pretty well to do. They have businesses. They're not saying they're rich, but for Thailand, they're middle class. But the other people who go to Bangkok to work and get jobs from the countryside, same in Pattaya and stuff, they usually have a place to go back to. That they weren't born in Pattaya, and that's all they know, and they have nowhere to go, and there are some people, of course, but there's people that are born orphans and stuff, but I don't know, but you can't claim these people they care about their citizens, when they've had how many COVID deaths have Thailand had? Like 50 in 6 months. Puerto Rico is expensive, man. It's like America. It's pretty expensive. At least San Juan was. Yeah, a lot of times these little farms they grow some kind of crop in Thailand, and that's how they can. And that crop is that's how they can exchange the crop for some money. Maybe not a lot, but even if it's a small farm. But then they also have some fruit trees. They have a garden. They got they got different things. They have some chickens running around. They got they pretty much self sufficient. So I've lived on those farms before up in the country for 6 months. I've seen how they have usually a fish pond. Fish ponds are very common. So a little bit of money goes a long way. Oftentimes it's just used to buy some rice and some odds and ends, but well, yeah, the rubber crops, that's a cash plantation crop. That's common in Isan. There's a lot of rubber farms in Isan. Well, Richard, a lot of times stock markets are high before a crash. Like usually they hit a peak, and then it's like that's not necessarily a good sign. I'm hoping there's no crash, but hope for the Great Depression, stock market crash. It was an all-time high in the '80s when it crashed. '87 it was all-time high. No, they produce rubber comes from a tree. It comes from plantations, rubber plantations. Comes from a tree. It can also be made synthetically, but before it was made synthetically, and to this day it's still made naturally. It's rubber sap. It's the sap that comes off of a tree. It can be collected and be sold for money. That's what they use to make things like tires, car tires. We're gonna go walk around here in a minute. I'm just not in a rush. It's pretty intense sunlight out there. Yeah, I'll probably be streaming all day today. We're gonna do a 10-hour stream. That coffee made me feel better. I might get some more coffee later too. Should I get the gimbal going? Yeah, let's get the gimbal going. Sunlight's very harsh right now for walking. It's bad for filming and for for me. But yeah, there are some shopping malls. Actually, where the Hooters is right next to a shopping mall. So we might go there. Actually, it's not far from the laundry shop. So I'll go walk to the laundry shop, drop my clothes off, go to the mall because it's air conditioned. Take a look around there. There's a Hooters nearby. But Mexico is doing very well. Their economy's open, tourism's open. They didn't really lock down hard. They were one of the last countries, and they did so just for like a month or two. And they're kind of opening back up gradually. But things are opening. You can go. They just got the mask thing and this crap, and stuff closes at 10 instead of staying up to 3. And some of the mass events, gatherings and stuff, that's some of that stuff's kind of closed. And Mexico's economy has actually grown this year, despite what's going on. So Mexico should be a model, a template for all these other countries, because their economy has actually grown. They contained the COVID, and their economy has actually grown this year. Like when you close the borders from foreigners, it's not just think of all the businessmen and stuff. They have to get down here and take care of some business or do something. They can't do that when your borders are closed. That's why, it happens. So their economy is not contracted at all. All these, I see, I walk down the streets, I see cafes and restaurants and bars full of people doing business, barbershops, whatever. They're all full of people always making the little businesses and the big businesses are doing well here. Yeah, but for the year, Miss Heminger, I heard their economy is up for the year, like 1%. I said for the whole year. Well, I'll do some research. That's what I heard. Every country dropped in a quarter, but they probably bounced right back the next quarter and gained most of that back. All right, let's go. We gotta go to the laundry shop. Should I get this on the gimbal? Let's get the gimbal going. So I'm gonna make a video. I think each of these towns. I do some filming, but I don't have to worry about editing until I get back home. And then I have to do some filming while I'm here too with my camera. I didn't bring my GH5S today. I should have. I don't know why I didn't bring it. Oh, I have laundry and stuff in my bag. And gimbals, too much stuff in my bag already. Oh yeah, thanks fruit fly. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it up. I make good super chats. Sometimes I get a little exhausted. That's probably my own fault for not taking care of myself better, drinking too much, or not getting good enough sleep. All right, let's But yeah, if any IP2 guy wants to stream in Mexico, it's not too hard. You just get a sub plan that covers Mexico. Do some research. Don't use the local because they only give you 8 gigabytes, which is nothing for streaming. That's the max. Hold up a second here. Gimbal malfunction. Let me see here. All right, let's go. Let's go walk around for a while. No, I had the gimbal. I had the phone on the wrong way. That's why. User error. Did I ever get my change back? Never got my change back. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Gracias.
Bye.
Okay, let's walk around here. You got a lot of shade from these trees, which is pretty nice. I'm kind of paranoid about the sun after that. Getting that, I didn't get sunburned real bad, but my nose was like sunburned for 2 weeks. And Playa del Carmen, walking all day in the sun. Actually, sun is probably useful. It's useful now for the vitamin D. Shouldn't be too worried about it. Okay, we're gonna go to the laundry. There's some nuns up ahead. We're gonna go to the laundry shop. And then we're gonna go to the mall, I guess. And we're gonna be streaming all day. I mean, just walking around. Might have a couple beers. Yeah, best resolution. Mexico City was where we're having all the problems. I don't know why. Oaxaca and Playa del Carmen were just fine. So. It's a nice store. I got some nice stuff here. Men's Factory. I'm not really looking for any clothes though.
$1,000 para ella, ¿cuánto gana?
All right, where we at here? These are all different little zócalos, little squares. I think we're at this one. I think I just have to walk south or walk straight. There's the Italian coffee company. That's where I was having coffee at Oaxaca. They're pretty good coffee, but it's pretty expensive. Hey, here's the cathedral, main cathedral. Shall we go in here? They were ringing the bell yesterday. It was a really interesting. If you didn't see it, it's like these huge bells they ring by hand. These guys are swinging them. You just had to see it on top of this cathedral here. You got to zoom in. I had to zoom in on it. Oh shit, it's kind of dangerous. I guess we go. Yeah, right there, those bells up there. There are people up there.
Pues que en teoría ya estoy despedida. Ya, pues acá. Pues es que no me coordino.
You could ride the trolley. It's like people ride that for transportation. How do we catch a trolley? I will ride that some other time. Se vende cubrebocas. They sell mouth coverings. K95. Let's get some more coffee. You got a great seat there. A little more coffee. I didn't really like that coffee that much, that place. Let's see if they got any desserts here. Well, we can just get like a cappuccino or cortado. Cortado. Buenas tardes. Me gustaría un cortado doble.
Okay. Here?
Yeah, for here.
Here? Okay.
Yes,
Sit down.
sit down. Got a double espresso. A little bit of milk. Oh, I need a water too. They're gonna charge me off for water. Yeah, I'm gonna make my way over to Hooters, and there's a mall there too, around there. It's by the laundry shop too. So I need some water. I'll just ask for a cup of water. I won't be here long. I just want a little more coffee. Two power banks, selfie stick, a gimbal. Yeah, bring a lot of stuff. Stream. Just stream all day. The Alaska shirt's in the bag of clothes to wash. This is my only clean shirt. That's why because I knew I was leaving Mexico City. I was like, I gotta save one shirt when I get to town. I didn't bring the basketball. It's a tip for the cleaning lady. She'll have it. She'd give it away to somebody or sell it. Probably give it away to somebody. So I'm sure she has kids or something to give it away to. Some teenagers or kids. Or the neighborhood. She knows. I'm sure it'll get put to good uses. I need some water. I just had tonic water. They didn't have any water at that coffee. I wouldn't go back to that shop. I didn't like the dessert. I didn't really like it. It was just like bread. I didn't like the coffee. They didn't have water. Just had tonic water. Nice. Gracias. ¿Y un vaso de agua?
¿Vaso de agua? ¿Con hielo?
Sí, sí. Gracias. Here we go. We got a little Queretaro here. Yeah, but so I said, I think the English in Mexico is like, if you compare to other countries, the amount of people who speak really good English, it's like, Mexico is like right one of the best in the world, like way better than most Asian countries. Impressive. Like nobody in Japan, for example, speaks like English like a lot of people here do. They speak maybe a little bit sometimes. I'm not saying like, not everybody does here, but a significant amount of people you run into speak really good English. It's almost too much for me because I want to use my Spanish. Like I want to just be. If you go to like Colombia, they don't really speak much English there. But I think it's because it's close to America, and there's a lot of people who go back and forth. They visit family, they spend time in America. There's also a lot of Americans that come down here. So if you don't speak Spanish, you want to go somewhere. If you're from Europe, from England or something, you want to go somewhere. Yeah, don't worry about it. A lot of people speak English here. Had some tap water. It's probably filtered water. I drink filtered. Just give me a glass of water with ice, like many times. I've not been sick yet in Mexico. No, not even a mild case of diarrhea or upset stomach. If anything, it's just been a few hangovers here and there, but nothing major hangover-wise either. Now, yeah, you go to Colombia, mostly they don't speak Spanish down there or English. Most people don't. Same was true with Argentina. That's why I used to hang out in Argentina. That's why my Spanish took a leap, because I had to use everything was in Spanish all the time. I had to listen to it. I was down there for months at a time sometimes. There's absolutely zero English down there. Hey, Steve Moore, it's in the title, man. I'm in Queretaro. We're in the city of Queretaro, Mexico. Kind of a slow chat today when you see the live chat's on. We got like a slow chat. Oh, that's better. Not very close to the coast. We're in the middle, kind of in the middle of the country, north of Mexico City. About 3.5 hours. I took a bus yesterday. No, I don't have an Instagram account. Never used Instagram or Facebook. Just use YouTube pretty much. Hola, no, gracias. Ah, es muy linda. No, gracias. She's selling little dolls, handmade dolls. There's a lot of handmade crafts. You could start a whole business down here. A lot of beautiful crafts and stuff, Indian crafts. You could start a whole website selling that stuff. There's probably people who do that. But just buy it here, ship it back to America. I saw like beautiful rugs in Oaxaca for like $80, handmade rugs with Zapotec designs and stuff. Like that Jaguar whistle I bought, those sell for like $50 on eBay. I bought it for 10. I bought the bird one for 5. You could probably sell it for 30, 40. The owl you could probably sell for 100. I think that's what Wanderer Nirvana used to do, or he might still do it. He buys stuff in places like Thailand, and he has a store. He sells it from Venice Beach, which I shop from. But I was thinking more online, like you could buy crafts from around the world, like handmade crafts. Because there's a lot of people that want that stuff. It's unique, and you can't really get it unless you come here, you know. But if you have there's a shop online. No, he gave me change. He was just waiting for me to come down. You don't have to sell direct from Mexico. I think it's better just like stockpile, buy a bunch, come down here, buy a bunch, spend a lot of money. You gotta have some kind of storage space in America, shipping space where you can ship it all. Store it. you have to do the shipping and fulfillment out of America because you just don't have the shipping system. You have to be based in. You have to do the shipping out of America. That's why That's why every e-commerce site they do all their shipping for America. You don't have the good enough post office. The American post office is very good, very reliable. And most of your customers are going to be in America too, at least half of them. So they're going to have to pay more if you're trying to ship out of Mexico. A lot more. The U.S. Post Office, they've been raising their rates a lot though. Like when I started doing eBay and stuff years ago, it was very cheap to ship stuff. It's gotten very expensive. Yo, dude, Frugal City, there's so much stuff, arts and crafts you could buy here. They just make them in the villages. They have a lot of time on their hands. They're sometimes they're older ladies. That much, just like, hey.
Soy Mónica, soy una alcohólica drogadicta. Tengo 9 años en AA. Enrique y Rosy Bolero me recibieron en AA, quinta paso inicial la vida. Mi nombre es Mónica, un año en Clínica Shalom. ¿Me invitas un café? Te ofrezco mi trabajo.
Estoy en vivo en YouTube.
Yo me embaracé en Santa Bárbara.
Están bien, gracias.
Mi criatura nació el 17.
Yo estoy vivo en YouTube.
De agosto.
Oh, yeah.
De 2010
no, por favor, no.
En el hospital.
Estoy ocupado.
En el hospital del niño y la
Por favor,
mujer.
estoy ocupado.
Mi nombre es Mónica. Soy una enferma drogadicta.
Yo soy ocupado.
Tengo apellidos, mil disculpas, gracias. Pues es diferente a ti, no se lo siento. Perdóname.
Yeah, it's usually just get in my face like I'm busy. Estoy ocupado. It's like just interrupt. I gave her a few pesos. She said she was sick, firm. I don't know. She's coming up real aggressive. She's like saliva was spitting out. She had like drops of saliva. No mask. I was looking at her talk and she was like spraying droplets. No mask back. All right, let's see. What were you talking about? Oh yeah, we're talking about crafts, shipping crafts and arts. Yeah, Mexico. I think if you want to do that, I mean that's that kind of business. That's where you'd start. You don't have to go to Asia or Bali, Indonesia. There's a big business in that. There's a lot of money in that. You could do $1 million business. You need some employees to ship the stuff. You need to get it all listed online, on a website, and or you can go through eBay. But eBay is they take a lot of your, there's a lot of fees. There's a lot of costs to doing business on eBay that you don't have with your website. It's always better to have your own website. Some of that stuff takes up a lot of space, so if you have a lot of it, big inventory, you need like probably a few thousand square feet of where you store all your inventory, and that's also your fulfillment center. Frugal City, you want to start a business? You want me to be your buying agent? Well, I mean, a good buying agent has to have expertise of these arts and crafts. Like somebody getting into this business would actually be interested in themselves. That's like, for example, when I got into Magic cards, I used to play it when I was a teenager for fun and stuff. And I did a little trading and wheeling and dealing, but so I already had an interest in it and knowledge of it. It wasn't hard for me to get into the business side of it when I was a little bit older. The same is true. Like if somebody wanted to get in this stuff out here, the arts and crafts of Mexico, and Latin America, you have to have some kind of knowledge. And whereas I don't have that knowledge. So a good buying agent would actually have to have a really good knowledge and understanding of it. And then they know the prices and what to look for, what not to look for. I have no idea. I just know, yeah, this stuff, you can make some money off this stuff. Oh, super chat missed. Oh, Alan BR, thank you very much. No, there is a lot of unique stuff, and it's competitively priced. Like those rugs those Zapotec rugs in Oaxaca were beautiful, handmade, around $100, and big rugs you can use as a wall. You can decorate your walls, or you can use it as a rug, either or. And if you went to like Persia or Morocco to try to buy a Moroccan rug, they'd probably charge you a lot more and try to rip you off. Like that was a great deal. She had a whole place full of rugs. The problem with eBay, there's a lot of hidden costs, and they take off 8% off the top. You don't have any of those expenses on your website. All you have is a credit card processing fee or PayPal, which is about the same. Actually, PayPal's gotten a little more expensive lately, but if you have a business account, PayPal is pretty close to the same as a credit card processing fee. I used to have a credit card processor, which those are really hard to get, by the way, and a PayPal business account. A credit card processor you can use, like if let's say you open up a corner store or a liquor store, you need to be able to process credit cards. They don't just give that to everybody. You have to actually have a real business to do that. You have to find a company that will process credit card for you. It's like 2% or whatever it costs. Yeah, but it's 8%, but there's more than that. First of all, it's more labor intensive. Like eBay can be very labor intensive. It's more work because you have to go through their site and do stuff and put up. There's also things like chargebacks, a lot of chargebacks and scams on eBay. That's part of cost of business. So it's more than just, it's actually more than 8%. They charge you like a month for your store. If you got 2,000 items, they charge you like $200 a month. There's a lot of costs on eBay that you just don't have with the website. All right, let's get moving here. Let's go back on the gimbal. I've had both I had a big website and I was big on eBay for a time. My original eBay account has like 40,000 rating, which is unique transactions. That's really high on eBay. But I don't really have to use any of that stuff anymore. It's all e-commerce. So I've experience with both. As far as e-commerce, I have a lot of experience. My original eBay account was 99. 40,000 unique transactions rating. And my website was pretty big too at one time. But most of a lot of your customers are repeat customers on eBay. So to have 40,000 rating is very hard. You know, most people have 2 or 5,000. If they're a real big seller, they might have 100,000. You know, that's the biggest, around the biggest you see. But if you're just in a niche, you have a lot of repeat customers. Yeah, I'm highly qualified to run a e-commerce business. A lot of experience in all aspects, customer service, everything. But I've answered thousands of emails. I've done marketing, every side of the business, did it all. Buying, selling, running websites. You know, I can't build a website. I don't have knowledge of that. Like, I had somebody else build the website for me. But as far as running e-commerce business, countless experience. So I did it for years and years. So we're going up here. There's like a garden. I think we gotta turn left. There's a big park up here. You know, I'm a very fast typer, and that was just from experience because I had to type so many emails all the time. I became a pretty fast typer just because I answered like tens of thousands of emails or thousands. I mean, I had employees, but you know, a lot of stuff, just a small business, I had to do a lot of stuff myself all the time. I worked 70 hours a week for years. And, you know, you still got idiots that come out here and say, oh, you ever worked in your life? Yeah, I had my own business, idiot, for years and years. And most of the time I was working 70 hours a week for years and years. All right, let's see what's up here. Wow, it's more, this is a big historic area. They're working here. They got another big cathedral over there. This is a very big, big historic center. But the e-commerce, you know, the e-commerce world is tough. There's a lot of, the profit margins are always very low. Like, I never really made a lot of money, even when I was pretty big. I didn't really make much money at all. I mean, I made enough to travel and to save some money and do some stuff, but just very low profit margins. You always have a lot of costs, a lot of expenses and hidden expenses, and you know, it's not so. I have really no desire to get back into e-commerce. I know there's business opportunities out there, but I could do it. I got the knowledge, expertise. Put my mask back on. But it's a lot of hard work and very little money, very little profit. You can do $2 million in revenue and make $100,000 in profit after all the expenses. And that $100,000 might have to go to a few different business partners. So you do $2 million in revenue, you're making $30,000, boom. Or you got payback loans. You know, well, interest is a part of your operating costs, but so it's not. Now, like, sometimes you could be in the right place at the right time as far as e-commerce, some kind of product, and hit it big. But that's pretty rare. That's pretty rare. Yeah, very low. People underestimate the costs. You know, like they say, oh, I can buy this for $10, sell it for $20 all day, but they don't know all the other costs involved. If you're buying something for $10 and selling it for $20, you're probably breaking even after, you know, if you got employees and you got rent, you got taxes, you got accountant fees, you got PayPal fees, or you got eBay fees, whatever kind of. There's so many expenses. You might even be losing money buying something for 10 and selling it for 20. Like, if you're gonna really want to get into e-commerce, you got to have some kind of products you're gonna be selling where the profit margins are very high. And there's not a lot of competition, but there's going to be competition eventually, because, you know, if the profit margins are that high, other people are going to get into it pretty quick. So you might have a little 1-2-year window. All right, we got to find this laundry shop here. Oh, here's an eyeglass shop. I need to go in here, buy some, I need to buy some lens cleaning fluid, both for my glasses and my camera lenses.
Al juzgado y ahí.
Oh, they don't. Where's the, oh, Optica. Optica is here. Optica's glasses. We can get some new glasses. Hola, buenas tardes. ¿Tienes algo por limpiar? Limpiar? Por limpiar los, I don't know how to say glasses or anything. Para limpiar eso? No contacto fluido, agua por limpiar.
Para el lente de
Sí, sopa. ¿Vendes? Ah, sí. ¿Cuánto es eso?
Este te cuesta 60.
60. Ok, está bien. Sí. Eso. Yeah, I need for clean and also my camera lenses. I use that. I didn't bring anything for my camera lenses. 60 pesos. Guess I got something to clean now. That's the problem. I one camera lens, like amigos, saliva. I got two camera lenses, like kind of dirty, smudged up. I gotta clean them. I didn't bring any cleaning gear. I could buy some new glasses. 10 pesos, sí.
Que no tengo nada de...
Lentes, oh, sí, lentes. Eso, lentes, sí. Gracias. They got smaller for the Spanish. Yeah, I didn't know what glasses are called. Good. So now I can clean my lenses and make some videos. Like there was a huge opportunity to sell these masks in America. Like people were selling, I saw all these advertisements all over the internet, like $20 a mask, dude. You see this mask I bought for 3 pesos. I just saw a mask, nice mask for 10 pesos walk by, 50 cents. So there were people making a killing with these masks because nobody in America owned a mask, never use them. And you had 300 million people overnight wanting to buy a mask. And not just America too, I'm sure you have European customers, but so there are people that made millions in a month or two just selling masks on the internet. So there's opportunities like that, I guess, but as far as but if you want to build an established business, like you want to get in a product, let's say like arts and crafts of Latin America, let's just stick with Latin America. That's more of a long-term business. That's like you're going to set up build a big customer base. You're going to have a website. You're going to spend a lot of time marketing, trying to build that website up. You might even have a YouTube channel, for example, where you promote the website and you show the travels and buying stuff. Like I could do something like that, no problem. But that's like a long-term, that's a business for the rest of my life. If I was gonna get it for 20, 30 years. It's not something just a hit or miss like the masks, like you do for a few months and make a bunch of money. That's a long-term business you're setting up. Supply lines, you're gonna have, places you go to, you always get certain products, or you even have contacts where they send you stuff. You don't have to travel to get it. That's a big business. A lot of employees. You're gonna have, you probably need at least 10 employees. That kind of business. It's a lot of overhead. So, yeah, you can make money, maybe make a lot of money, but you're setting up basically a big business. It's gonna last a lifetime. All right, somewhere there's a laundry shop. Let me check the map. me check the map. I gotta find this laundry shop. This looks like a little more downtown Queretaro here. I think my my Google Maps is off. It says I gotta go down this street, but that's something's not right here. I'm starting to rely on Google Maps too much. Yeah, something's way off. I think I gotta walk down this street, but the compass is like says the other direction. Doesn't make any sense. So I'm just gonna walk down this street and check the map a few blocks later. Like if you had if you have like for example arts and crafts, like and say you have certain city like say Oaxaca is a huge that's one of your main places where you get a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff's made by hand, so it's not like you can just have a factory and ship you tons of it. You have like a steady supply. You could just have a local contact, you pay him, he basically works for you. He goes, collects the stuff, ships it to you every month. And there's a set supply, and he gets the same stuff or every couple months. And it'd be like a part-time job for him. Maybe you're paying him local wages, so it wouldn't cost you that much. And you have a local contact in each of the main hotspots. You got one in Peru, a few in Mexico, one in Cusco, Peru. But what's going on here? Can't see the camera. But I think my e-commerce days are, if somebody say, hey, I'll hire you to help, I'm starting an e-commerce business, I need you as one of my main guys, hire you a good wage, yeah, I would definitely consider it. I like e-commerce. I have no problem working for somebody, if they paid a good wage. And I know all aspects of the business. I've been involved in every side of the business of e-commerce. So I would consider it, but if they paid a good wage, I'd probably take the job. If they paid like $30,000, because it's a lot of hard work, probably not. But $80,000, I'd probably take that job. I could train people. I can train people about customer service. I had 99.9% positive rating on eBay. I can train about fulfillment, shipping. I know the marketing well. I know how to set up, how to get exposure. I've used Google AdSense. I know how to run ads. I know how to use eBay to cross promote and use eBay to promote your website. That's what eBay is very good for. If you got a website, you open an eBay store and just sell stuff as basically a small profit or even a lost leader. You break even on it just to get customers to your website. eBay is great for getting customers to your website. Because like when you ship them a product, then you can just put your advertisements and hey, if you liked You know, if you liked our service and you liked our product, please check out our online store. You get so many customers that way. You can build a store up overnight website just with using eBay. I've done all that stuff before. And you can use social, but back then there was no social media. Now social media you can use now too. And I even know about social media. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. I'm like the perfect guy to build your point man, to build like a really strong e-commerce business. Or you can even pay me a lower wage. You know, if you're tight on capital and you use a lot of loans, you know, pay me a lower wage and give me a share of the company. Give me 5-10% or something invested in a lower salary. Any kind of deal like that would be good. Here's a barber shop. Okay, we gotta find a laundromat. I should just make my own e-commerce company. I got all experience. I got YouTube channels. I got eBay. I got everything, dude. I got business PayPal accounts. I should just rebuild my own. Just some different product. Magic Cars is too. It's no good no more. Some other product. But like I said, I don't know. That's if I get back into e-commerce, that's for a lifetime. You know, it's like. Basically, I'll be doing that the rest of my life. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. I do enjoy it, but all right, let's find Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cuántos son? 70. 70? I'm gonna get a hat. Si me gustaría. We got $3 hats here. Army, no army, maybe sí, este verde también. Get a hat. All right, this is good. A little bit tight. Does it open up? Eso está bien. ¿Tenés cambio? Sí.
¿100?
Sí. 70. Now I got a hat. I don't have to put so much sunscreen on my nose and stuff now. Okay, gracias. Buenas tardes. Let me find, we gotta find this laundry, man. Oh, I gotta take the tag off. What's going on with the stream? Is it working now? Still screwed up, or is it better? All right, yeah, my bad. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. All right, let's see here. But the audio was working. That's why you guys stuck around. The audio still held up. I mean, these Mexican crafts, I mean, there's stuff I'm buying. I don't even ever buy stuff. I just can't resist. Like, even I'm buying some stuff, you know, some souvenirs, odds and ends. Just imagine if you could put that stuff on the world market. Because you get customers from all over the world. E-commerce. It's not just you sell to Americans. All right, where we at here, my dudes? Let's see. I gotta look on Google Maps. Google Maps was wrong. It was telling me to go in the other direction. And I was walking, we're getting close to it. I was walking in the right direction. It's on this street up here. So Google Maps was actually wrong. The compass was off, not the actual location of the laundry shop. The compass was off for some reason. So I was telling me to go the other direction. I was like, no, that's not right. Sometimes that stuff malfunctions. It's not 100%. It should be up here somewhere, a block ahead or something. What's going on with the camera is off again? What's going on? I think this phone is, maybe this phone is just messed up. This phone's on the way out. I don't know why it's stretched. This phone doesn't even have a fisheye. It's got to be the camera. Let's try it for a couple more minutes. This phone is toast. Okay, the laundry shop's got to be up here somewhere. I need to get off the gimbal. Where's this laundry shop at? We gotta find the laundry shop. Let's just get the gimbal off here. We'll save it for later. A lot of barber shops around. Let's see here. Actually, a travel channel that specializes in travel, but like buying arts and crafts. That would be an amazing e-commerce business because you got cross promotion. People watch your YouTube channel, and then they go to your store. And you could basically, yeah, you want to buy this stuff? Come to my store. You show your travels and your adventures, buying stuff in villages, and say just focus on Latin America. You get a lot of views. You make some money off your YouTube channel. But that's a big operation. I mean, just running a YouTube channel requires about one person. You got the traveling, but it'd be a hell of a business. I probably should do something like that. I'd probably be a millionaire in about 3 or 4 years, 5 years. I'm probably dreaming, but yeah, I got the skills to do something like that. And that's the other thing too, is you need some good teammates. It's not just a one man. You need 3, 4, 5 good people working together. Let me see, where's this laundry store? Hey, Frugal City, man, send me an email. It seems like you're into e-commerce. It seems like you know a lot about. Yeah, no one is doing what you just said. Reseller niche is huge with high CPM ads. Yeah, exactly, man. You use a combination of like social media, YouTube, especially, that's why I'm in YouTube, but you use Instagram too. We'll get an Instagram. And then you use eBay. Use those two to get customers. Be unstoppable. You could build a website in 6 months. A huge website. Okay, where's this laundry shop? It's gotta be right around here somewhere. According to Google Maps, there's a laundry shop around here somewhere. Maybe this is it. Nope. Use eBay as a lost leader. I have a 40,000 eBay account. I mean, already 40,000 rating. Lost leader doesn't mean you actually lose on each product. You just maybe break even. But that gets you all the customers. Yeah, it's a good ideal. Can't find this laundry shop. I can't even see the phone. Let me check the let me check Google Maps again. I think it might be across the street. Yeah, it might be across the street. Yeah, it's over there somewhere, I think. Yeah, there it is right there. It's right across the street, directly across the street. So where we gotta find a place to cross. It's a pretty big street here. I think there's probably there's not much competition in that market too, because nobody's even traveling down here. I mean, setting up a real e-commerce business. The problem is a lot of if you go to arts and crafts, a lot of the products are one-offs. You know, it was a unique item that was made one time, and so that's very difficult to design a website off a lot of one-off items, and you don't have the resellability of just selling the same thing over and over and over like most websites. Here's a little bar. Okay, where's this? There's the laundry shop right there. We found it. Boom. So you just put your stuff in the basket there. Mine always doesn't weigh much. It's the minimum, but they have a minimum charge. How's your shirt smell? I mean, there are big companies that would pay to have like a killing to have a YouTube, social media where they could draw customers from that. It's great marketing. Some of the best marketing across the entire internet. If you have a direct line between your business, hola. If you have a direct line between your business and the and social media. I mean, we got the tools. I got the tools to build an amazing business. So there's my clothes here. Got the Alaska shirt in there. I guess I'll throw this in there too. I don't think that's been washed in a while. It's my long sleeve shirt. I might need that later. It drops down to the 50s at nighttime. That's why I brought it with me. Undies are all in there too. Boxer shorts. Undies. See, it's only 1 kilogram, but it's 54. It's about $2, $2.50. There you go. Muchas gracias. Oh, yes, I need the receipt. Take it. Mañana? Sí. Gracias. Got my clothes situation taken care of. I got my lens fluid to clean the clean stuff. It's 2 things I need to do. All right, so if we keep going east, I think we could run into Hooters, and there's a mall. So let's go check this mall out. See, there's a mall up here. These are some cool houses, man. Cool. Just bought this hat. Take the sticker off. I'll just leave the sticker on. Why not? For fashion purposes. This was all I was looking for. Hey, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, bien, bien.
Mañana estás bailando salsa?
Bailando,
Yeah, te recuerdo. Te recuerdo, yeah. Yeah, in Los Zocalo.
Ajá.
Yeah, he was dancing in the square yesterday.
Mexico.
Mikey.
Mikey and Miguel.
Miguel, Mikey. Yo soy Charlie,
Charlie.
de Estados Unidos, Ohio.
Yes.
Tú bailas muy bien, salsa, ¿sí? Cumbia, salsa,
Salsa y bachata.
bachata, sí. Yeah, he was dancing in the square. Yeah, I mean, I don't like sweets, but let me get you just
Oye,
alright.
oye, mejor te lo cambio esta por... ¿No traes cortes de dólares? Es que mira, como vienes de Estados Unidos, era lo que tengo de monedas. Yo las colecciono. Mira.
Yeah, Canada.
Ajá.
Muy bien. Hey, have a good one, man. Okay, we're gonna go up to the mall. Okay, Matt Jensen, I'm gonna ban you. Boom. See, the guys that say want me to talk to people, then I talk to somebody. I saw him dancing yesterday, recognize him, and then they say, oh, bar fine him. So it's just instant ban. Ban that dude. Diver Boy, he's banned. Want me to talk to people, anytime I talk to somebody, 50% of the human race is male. It's easier to talk to males because, you know, it's harder to talk to women. And they say, anybody else we got a ban here? Anybody else we got a ban? All right, kaboom. 2 kabooms. No, that's a rule. Don't, I can talk to other males, and if you make GAY jokes, you're banned. That's a rule. If you're implying that I or the person we're talking to is GAY. Oh, for American quarter. Well, I don't have any American quarters though. Yeah, he had a collection. He had Euro and Canadian, but I don't have any. I didn't hear that part. I understand that part. Okay, Roger Smith is gone. Another one, kaboom. All right, there's a mall up here somewhere. No, that's a rule on this channel. I can't. If I have a guest or I'm talking to somebody, happens to be male, and if you just start saying, you know, go get a room, this, that, that's instant ban. Because I have guests on this show, I have friends, I have people that come out, stream snipers, people that, and you know, before I had that rule, you had a few guys in the chat just going nonstop, making implying that we were, you know, had implying that. So I'm not putting up with that. It's instant ban. All right, where's this mall at? I'm trying to find the mall. And some people might not know that, but those people are not really welcome on the channel anyways. If they're gonna, if I talk to a human being and they just say, start saying I'm GAY, they're not welcome on the channel anyway. So I don't care if they got the warning or not. Let's see here. I gotta check Google Maps again. Look at this. What is this building? Looks like a fortification. Some kind of fortification here. We need to get some lunch somewhere pretty soon. There's a dental clinic. Yeah, that's a fortification building. That's pretty awesome, man. Look at this. It's pretty sweet. Looks like the dental clinic might be closed. Well, yeah, it is also insulting, but it's not even true. I wish it was true, but it's not true. But it also, it's not just about me. It makes people, you know, the guests of the show or people who may become guests, they might not want to come on the show because, you know, they're just going to get insulted left and right. Like when Jonathan came on the show, this chat was nothing about like 15 people saying, oh, these guys are extremely GAY. Jonathan's not GAY, I'm not either. Jonathan was just with a lady on his live stream last night. But it's nothing but these 10 guys in the chat dominating the chat and saying all this bullcrap basically for 2 hours straight. And I just let it go, but it kept happening over and over. Like whoever, it's totally unnecessary. And it's only like 10, 15 people out of say 300, 400 they're watching. So I'm not gonna give those guys a voice or let them control the narrative and dominate the chat. And it could be uncomfortable for the other people too that appear in the show. You know, we haven't had any stream snipers or guests in the last 10 days, Mexico City, but you know, we had 3 people we met: Ohio John, Savage Traveling, somebody else in Playa del Carmen. We met Beyond Brian and Jonathan Chiaccio, hanging out with them back in Oaxaca. Okay, where's this mall at? Okay, it looks like this mall is a pretty good walk, about maybe 7 blocks. So we'll just keep walking here. It's a pretty big city. You got these rows of, we're in kind of just the, I would say not the old part of town, but the part of town that was built maybe in the 40s and 50s, 30s. So like not the ancient colonial part of town, but more the, but not the new part of town either. That's where we're at right now. And there's a mall here, also Hooters. It's about 5-6 blocks. So let's go see what's at the mall. See what's going on in the chat here. Bad video. Video's bad again. Okay, GoPro Joe. I think he's a YouTuber. You know, I'll give some people special treatment if they're a YouTuber or if they're a super chatter. They've been around a long time. But when I just see a no-name guy, I never seen his profile before. He's coming here in the chat. But it's blurry. These are piñatas. Watch, I got these piñatas. Hola. See, these you could sell these for a lot of money in the States, but they're big and bulky. It's not really a great item for e-commerce. They're just too big. They're paper mache, and they're machetes for parties. You know, people hit them and it breaks out into fruit or candies or whatever. Like, usually they have candies inside. Those I'm sure you could sell for a nice profit, but it's just not practical with the shipping and the size of them. You know, you got more go after smaller items. Yeah, and it might already be easy to find in the U.S. I don't know if they are or not, but there's a lot of. Pretty much anything that's kind of unique and interesting. I mean, there's a market for it. People will buy it. You have to get your. But I don't want to get in some kind of e-commerce where I'm just hustling, working hard, 60 hours a week again, and I'm making like 20,000 a year. That kind of job. I've done that for a long time. So I wouldn't even want to get into something unless it's like, yeah, it's clear cut, night and day. Like, yeah, you can make some pretty good money doing this. Wow, check out the aqueduct, my dudes. Holy cow. Look at this. Whoa, check it out. This is how they used to bring water into the city. But you got to remember, a lot of these cities, they started building in the 1500s and built in the 15 and 1600s. So they didn't have this was the technology at that time to bring water into the city from the hillside or whatever. Here's a barber shop. Let's keep going here. Yeah, a lot of cool historic stuff in Mexico. And, this is obviously Spanish, but, you go back in the Indian times, Mayan temples, and so you got stuff from two different civilizations. Aztecs and the... I've not had any mezcal here yet. I saw a place selling mezcal beer combo for 60 pesos. Less than $3. That's a pretty good deal. A bar back in the colonial center of the city. Oh, 1726. Okay. Yeah, I haven't studied like the dates and when stuff was built or anything, but 1726. Yeah, that was a long time ago. All right, let's we should be getting close to this mall. I think it's a mall. I think Hooters is by there too. Oh shit. Might get a little bite to eat somewhere. Also, with a hat like this, if you're walking with the sun at your back, so it's hitting your back of your neck real hard. I put sunscreen in the back of my neck. You can just flip the hat around. I know that's but it's not new information. I'm just saying that that's what hat like this can still be useful, even though it doesn't cover your whole head. Walking in the sun all day. Here's a grill. Norteño Grill Steakhouse. Are they open? What time is it? They open for lunch? I want to find some lamb, dude. Oh, this place looks really nice, man. Hola, buenas tardes. ¿Estás abierto? ¿Puedo ver el menú? Here?
El menú.
Sí. Here's the menu there. Oh, sí, está. Oh, okay. Okay.
El menú como tal no tengo.
No.
Es descargable.
How you say lamb? You have lamb?
¿Perdón?
Lamb? ¿Cómo se dice lamb?
I can't hear you very well.
Oh, do you know like you only serve beef or do you have other meats? Otro carnes?
We
Lamb?
have beef, we have burgers, we have well steak. We also sell by kilos.
Oh, okay.
It's like for sharing. We also have soup.
Cordero? Tienes cordero?
Oh
No. Oh.
It's only.
Buscando por barbacoa. Cordero.
Barbacoa. Have you heard of La Cruz? Mercado
Where?
La Cruz?
La Cruz? No.
La Cruz is
Mercado?
here, downtown. It's I don't remember the word in English, but it's a mercado.
Okay.
And there they sell food, lots of things. So
I'll go look there. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego. Okay, so they just have beef there, but I'm looking for barbacoa lamb. He said there's a mercado up here somewhere too. Actually, there's 4 markets. There's like in every side of the city, southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest, there's a market. So we got to find a market. I got to check my Google Maps. But I bookmarked all the markets on Google Maps. For some reason I'm heading to a mall. I don't know why I should went to the market first. But maybe there's a market around here. Let me check the Google Maps again. We're looking for barbacoa lamb. Okay, I seem to have walked past the mall and the markets. The mall is actually in another direction to the south. But across the street we have a beer place, Cerveceria Chapultepec. Um, the mall is actually about 10 blocks southwest. And there's no markets around here. I gotta go the other direction if I wanna go to the market. So what to do? This is when taxis come in handy. Taxis are cheap. We need a taxi to take us to the market. Let's find a taxi. We'll go to the mall and stuff later. I want to eat first. Problem is I don't see many taxis, at least not in this street. There's many taxis, period. We're gonna wait here, look for a taxi. I'll go to Hooters later. It's early. I'll go to the mall and Hooters later. Just put my, there's one taxi there, but he might be full. There's more taxi. Oh, we got a lot of taxis. There's a taxi. I'm just getting a taxi here. Looks like they're all full though. Oh, check this dude out. Yeah, these two taxis are full. There's more coming though. Another one coming. This thing doesn't look very stable. You know how thin it is? It's like it could collapse, especially the arches. That's a very impressive engineering. For this to be up for 400 years, and that geometry is not very stable. But obviously it was built very well. They knew what they were doing, but I think they try to build that nowadays, it would collapse in 5-10 years. Especially the arches, you know, that's the weak point. There's no taxis in this road. Let's just walk it. Let's go get some water at Osho. Figure out what to do next. Because the market and the mall are two completely different. There's like 4 markets, but there's none in this area of town. I'm in some random neighborhood here. It's a nice neighborhood. It's nice restaurants but look at that street. You got the stones, trees. Pretty nice street. Okay, here. Gotta get some water or something. It's like I didn't say anything. I'm just kidding. I need it for the music. Gracias. Yeah, muted because of the music, because the live stream, I want this stream to stay up. This can be like a marathon stream. The live stream got copyrighted, the Spanish music in the bar. They blocked it from YouTube. So they were playing some music there, the delivery guys. They don't want to take a chance. Gotta stay hydrated, my dudes. I think that's one thing I've not been doing enough of is drinking enough water here in Mexico. A lot of coffee and beer and not enough water. Yeah, I haven't been muting stuff lately. I haven't even worried about it. I used to mute all the time when a song we were playing. But now it's something like, I had a beautiful stream walking around Oaxaca during sunset, or this town, Queretaro, and they got blocked because of a song by YouTube. That kind of pissed me off. Walking around with the gimbal and stuff too. That was last night's stream. All right, we got to get best thing would be catch a taxi. But I just don't see many taxis to flag down. I saw like 3 of them, but they all had passengers. There's no taxis looking for customers on the street because there's not many pedestrians. People trying to wave taxis down. Let's get across the street here, jaywalk underneath the aqueduct. Climb the aqueduct, good luck with that. You have to be I mean, I don't think you can climb that, even if you're like a world's best rock climber. We got a lot of little restaurants around here. I want some barbacoa, man. I got my heart set on barbacoa. We gotta go to the market. Wow, check this tree out. The orange flowers. They got some of the most beautiful trees in the city. All right, so I got to figure out, we're going to go back to more of the old town, and I'm going to catch a taxi. No, I'm going to go to the barbacoa, go to the market. Then maybe later we'll catch a taxi, because it's kind of far where that mall is. We'll catch a taxi there. Let me check the maps. Google Maps here.